speaker, Ambassador Muhammad Sahrul of Malaysia. He is also a diplomat with vast experience. He was Malaysian ambassador to Austria and to Vienna-based international organization between 2010 and 2013, serving also as ambassador to Slovakia in 2011 and to Qatar from 2007 to 2010. Malaysia plays a very important role in the field of disarmament. This country actively participated in the negotiations on the nuclear ban treaty in 2017, constructively working with other states to refine the language of its text. We all know that Ambassador Sahrul is chairing the 2019 NPT PrepCom in New York, and we are committed to work with him to ensure continuity and enhanced coordination for the review cycle. He was actually Sherpa of the security summits, which was the initiative of Washington, and I know him from that time because I was Kazakhstan Sherpa for 2 summits from 4, so you work more than me in that sphere. So now the floor is yours.
Well, good afternoon. Thank you very much, Khairat, for the kind words. After you have read my CV, I feel now unnecessary pressure because you raised the expectation of the audience to what I'm going to say in the next 4 minutes or so. Before, during the luncheons that I saw many in the audience that there are already experts on the area of disarmament and non-proliferation. So that's why when I prepare my remarks, even before seeing the audience, that I try to remove most of the details in the sense that what we need or what I am going to say is more to give remarks on the report released by the Secretary General. Again, thank you, Ambassador Khairat, for inviting me to be one of the speakers to the first nuclear discussion forum this year in New York. And this forum, which is co-organized by Mission of Kazakhstan and UN Office of Disarmament Affairs, serve as an ideal platform for important deliberations and frank discussion on common goal of achieving a world free of nuclear weapons. And the Secretary General's new agenda for disarmament, entitled Securing Our Common Future, that was released or revealed on 24th of May, was a timely initiative during this very volatile period in global landscape and politics. Perhaps as we speak, important issues surrounding global disarmament agenda continue to revolve and making progress either positively or negatively. So much so, perhaps whatever we discussed a few months ago might no longer be relevant today. And whatever we discussed today perhaps might no longer be relevant by the end of 2018. But having said that, within the comprehensive disarmament agenda by Secretary General, I've thought of passing or giving some remarks on the disarmament to save humanity part of that report. I'll be focusing very much on the nuclear disarmament. And on nuclear disarmament agenda, we all agree, High Representative Nakamezu alluded to that fact, and Ambassador Khairat also alluded to the fact that we all agree that our clear and common goal is to have a world free of nuclear weapons. But what we disagree rather is how to get there. So this is the main challenge that faced by us. We all also consider NPT as the cornerstone in nuclear disarmament. And this is the tools, at least the most important tools that we have. And then for us, the state parties, for member states, to transfer is our intention as enshrined in that NPT treaty into reality. And then there is no doubt that we have seen and experienced deadlocks when it comes to deliberation of the topic of nuclear disarmament and non-proliferation. This could be seen clearly if you look at the past 2 or 3 nuclear NPT's review conferences. The steps actually that we need to take are no secrets to all of us. They have been discussed at great length and in fact circulated as outcome documents. If you want to go through the list, it is quite straightforward actually. For example, reducing all types of nuclear weapons, ensuring their non-use, reducing their operational readiness, constraining the development of advanced new types, increasing transparency of the nuclear programs, building mutual trust and confidence, and creating, among others, the nuclear weapon-free zones. The difficult part is in having every party to come together to an agreement and to embrace the bigger picture of the greater good for all of us, for everyone. So first, I believe that it is also mentioned by Ms. Nakamitsu, we should begin with reinvigorated dialogue and serious negotiations among players with leading roles to be played by nuclear weapon states. I sincerely feel that the nuclear weapon states, they have, I think, more responsibility to see progress in the area of nuclear disarmament. And we might be alarmed by the soon expiration of 2021 of the New START Treaty, the Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty between the US and Russia. And this point has also been highlighted also by Ms. Nakamitsu. In the event that there is no negotiation towards a new treaty,